Good afternoon. My name is Shelley Conboy Brown, and I'm the Director for Assessment and Strategic Initiatives with the Division of Student Engagement and Success. And I'm so excited to be here today to share with all of you how to get involved at Tarleton. Tarleton has so many opportunities for our students at all of our locations. Tarleton is ready to get you into events, activities, student organizations, research opportunities, student worker positions, so many things that are going to help you as a student and also once you graduate from Tarleton. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that today, in addition to showing you how to get involved so that you know all the steps that you need to take to make this happen as a student at Tarleton. One of the things that I want to share with you is that the Division of Student Engagement and Success is all about you, all about your student experience and finding ways to get involved, stay connected, and also make sure that overall your well being is wonderful while you're at Tarleton so that you can succeed as a student. Initially, what I wanna share with you are why even get involved in the first place? Like, what does it help? Because all of us are busy, frankly, and a lot of times we have a lot of different competing priorities that are telling us, "Hey, do this instead of taking those moments to get involved while you're at Tarleton." Well, let me share with you that some of the benefits of being involved are first, initially, that it's gonna help you find your people. Anytime that you're in a bigger, larger organization like a university, finding someone or a few close people that you feel really comfortable connecting with and sharing information with and talking with just helps you get through that whole experience. Sharing information with each other, helping each other, supporting each other, those things are important because things go really, really smoothly and you've got, some friends and you're doing fun things, and then sometimes you hit that bump in the road and you need somebody to talk with. And so having that group of people that you feel close to will help you make it through the whole entire university experience, and once you graduate, having those people, is also important because those are the people that you're gonna call and share life's moments with. Those are the people that you're gonna call and say, "Hey, do you know anybody? I'm in the middle of looking for another job or starting a new career," all of those things. So you definitely wanna find your people. And in order to do that, getting involved is the best way. In addition to that, you wanna make connections while you're at an institution beyond a close group of friends. You wanna make connections with faculty and staff that help provide that good information for you so that you can navigate all of the processes while you're at the university. And it helps you to network and build those relationships so that you can go back to those relationships year in and year out, even after you graduate. And getting involved is a lot more than just having fun, but that's a big part of it. Having fun is important. We want the student experience to be amazing while you're at Tarleton. But also getting involved is gonna help you explore so many things and help you develop skills that are gonna serve you in your career and in your life far after graduation. And I'm gonna talk a little bit more about why that is the way that it is. And it'll also help make sense of some of the ways that you can get involved and how they're associated with that skill development. When you take a look at the chart that's over on the side of the screen here, one of the things that you're going to see is an intersection of a lot of different information. And at the very top is talking about finding things that you love to do, finding things that you feel when you're doing them, you're in something that's called like a flow, right? And then as you travel around this diagram, you're going to see that it also intersects with things that the world really needs, things that you can do to get paid for, and also things that you're really skilled at, that you have a lot of knowledge, skills, and abilities in that area. And when you look at all of those 4 things coming together, that very middle spot is like the sweet spot. And I think that's what we're all trying to achieve as we move forward and really establish our purpose. Well, getting involved in a university setting, getting involved at Tarleton is going to help you find that sweet spot because what it's doing is it's allowing you to explore all of these 4 different areas so that you can establish more firmly your passion, your mission, and a way to move forward with your profession and your vocation so that you're successful post graduation. So let's talk a little bit more about all of that. Right here is something that's called the Texan Trail Transcript. So, the Texan Trail Transcript is a co curricular transcript that you're going to be able to create as a student at Tarleton. And that is all students, every single student at Tarleton, if they get involved and start checking into the events and activities, being a part of student organizations, just being involved in all the different opportunities that are available academically and outside of the classroom, those experiences will populate something called a Texan Trail transcript. And this document is great for students because they can do a few things. One of our students this last year came into my office and said, Shelly, I really need to work on my Texan Trail transcript because I have a scholarship. This happened to be an ag student. I have a scholarship, and we have to show how we're involved outside the classroom in order to maintain our scholarship. So, how can I get that transcript? And so I worked with that student. Another student came in and said, Hey, I am looking at going into the medical field. And what I understand after I graduate is that I'm going to need to turn something in order to be able to say, hey, I should be chosen for this particular medical school program over some of these other students that have great GPAs. And we're all competing for these slots. So I need this transcript to help me make that happen. And other students are using this Texan Trail transcript in order to build their resumes, their e-portfolios, all of the things that they're going to need to start that career, either during the time that they're in college or even post graduation. So these things will help track activities that you're learning outside the classroom, the skills that you're developing so that you can build your resume, so that you can demonstrate that information on something like LinkedIn or another e-portfolio platform, all of those things. This will be very helpful. In addition, for some students, it's helping them write their cover letter. So this is a great thing to track your involvement level. And I'm going to show you how to make all of this happen as a student at Tarleton. One of the things that I want to share with you is that Tarleton each year offers so much for students. As a matter of fact, last year during the fall 22, spring 23 academic year, we hosted over 3,800 events and activities for students. And some of those were high energy events like concerts. And some of those were, small student organization meetings where they were coming together and talking about what they were passionate about within their student organization. Some of those were philanthropic events. So many different experiences that students can get engaged in based on what they're interested in, and what they want to pursue later on. We also have over 225 teams and organizations that are active right now. This is a current number that I looked up just in order to be able to share this information with each of you. In addition to that, we have over 1,200 positions and internships within the university setting that our students can get involved in. And one of the best ways to get involved as a student at any of our locations, whether it's Fort Worth, whether it's Waco, whether it's our large Stephenville campus, getting involved as a student worker or doing an internship with one of our departments provides you with so many skills that you'll be able to gain and share those with a future employer. It's a great way to get started if you've never worked before, or if you've worked before, but you just want to hone some of those skills. Getting involved as a student worker or an intern is a great opportunity. In addition to that, over the lifetime of the time that we've been tracking service hours within our current software solution, our students have actually submitted over 110,000 service hours. And those service hours are things that students have done at community organizations that just request help or support, or as some of our large scale campus events like Tarleton Roundup and our service day that is facilitated with a lot of our faculty. So they're faculty led service experiences that oftentimes complement your field of study or your major. And again, is an amazing opportunity for your resume or your e-portfolio. In addition to that, just last year, we had over 10,000 student travel experiences within our student travel portal, and that includes opportunities for students like study abroad, study away. We do an alternative spring break experience. We have students that go and present at conferences. So those are additional ways that our students can get involved at Tarleton. And one of the things that's growing significantly, Tarleton and Grant financial funding is coming forward in order to help our faculty lead student research. And that student research is oftentimes one of the things that you can really highlight as you look to establish a career post graduation. Hallie,
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
my thing says I'm in a practice session.
Yes, we're still recording it though.
Oh, okay. So are you going to be able to take this out then?
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, I'm
It'll all
sorry.
get uploaded to our recording, like our cloud, and then I'll be able to download it and edit it.
Okay, so I'm sorry because I just kind of stopped right in the middle there.
No, no,
All
you're
right.
fine. And by the way, that was really awesome. Like that was really interesting to hear. So I
Oh,
think that this would be great for students.
okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna switch over now and share and talk about how. Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm so sorry because I'm
Oh,
sitting here
no,
losing all this momentum.
you're fine.
Hold on, I'm just trying to find my thing.
You were all good. Take as much time as you need to.
Oh, there it is. Okay, can you see the student engagement and success website now?
Yes, ma'am. It's cut. Okay, that's perfect. I can see it perfectly now.
All right. Well, so now that I've shared with you some of the reasons why getting involved is so important and getting involved will help you, let me share a little bit more about how to make all of this happen. When you go to the Tarleton website, If you will navigate to the Student Engagement and Success webpage, that is going to provide you with a wealth of information. And this is what you're going to see initially on the screen. Is you're going to see student engagement and success in the upper corner here. And under departments, you're going to see a list of great departmental resources that you can navigate toward. And what we're going to do is look at campus engagement. Right here, you can see that our goal is to provide all of our students with exciting opportunities to connect and grow through intentional programming that meets their needs and their ambitions. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you achieve your goals. One of the things that I want to recommend to you and take a look at it at our different locations are the opportunities to get involved with campus recreation. Wellness, your overall well being is important to us. And remaining physically active is one of the ways that you can help look after your own well being. And beyond that, campus recreation is so exciting for a lot of other reasons as well. Campus recreation has club sports. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we just did is we just did our grand opening for our esports facility. We have an esports team that is nationally recognized. They are champions in various games. Valorant, don't quote me on these. I'm not an esports aficionado, but those are some of the things that our students really enjoy getting involved in. And our esports team is just knocking it out of the ballpark. They compete on a national level, they travel, and we have many other club sports teams. Another one of our club sports teams that is just nationally ranked is our Tarleton Bass Fishing Team. They travel and they compete in multiple different tournament platforms and do an incredible job. So take a look at campus recreation beyond our state of the art facility and our new swimming pools. We also have it at campus recreation intramural sports and tournaments. We have so many intramural sports teams and they compete. And so the students like to participate in those teams, but we also have a lot of students that just go support those teams. And that's another way to get involved. Grab a group of friends, go and watch, flag football game or, a co-ed volleyball game or, whatever the different intramural sports or tournaments that are happening at that particular time. One of the things that I know our students love to do is sand volleyball. And Tarleton is looking to add some sand volleyball courts as we move forward. So constantly growing and changing and increasing and adding to the way that you can get involved at Tarleton. In addition to that, you're going to see our Center for Leadership, Service, and Outreach. And I'm going to click on here so that you can see if you start clicking on these links, different information that you can access from home in order to get more information about how to be involved. Right here, you can explore, engage, and learn more about leadership opportunities, service opportunities. This features one of our huge events at Tarleton, and that's Tarleton Roundup. We have typically anywhere from 1,300 to 1,500 students that come together in one day and support our community. And we have a whole lot of individuals within our communities that reach out and ask for support from our Tarleton students. And they gather together, go out into the community within groups, and just make a huge difference, all within the matter of just a few hours. And that those activities continue throughout the year with so many other service opportunities. And again, those service opportunities make a big difference when you're going on to post graduation into graduate school, going into a position or career. All of those things help to make you career ready and highly desirable as a candidate. When you take a look right here, too, our alternative spring break is always a really special time for the students that attend. The alternative spring break is where a group of students travel with faculty and staff to an area that has been identified by students that year as being an area in need. And they go to that area and work it within that area because oftentimes of a natural disaster that has occurred or something like that. And they really make a big difference within a short period of time while also getting to enjoy, what is around in that particular state that they have traveled to. So these are just some of the things that you should take a look at as a student coming to Tarleton. So let me share with you a little bit more about some other ways to get involved outside of service and leadership. I'm going to go now to our campus involvement page. Campus involvement is now the Department of Campus Life and Family Engagement, and they really plan a big portion of our large scale events and activities across campuses. They work closely with Fort Worth, they work closely with Waco, they work with identifying some experiences for all of our students and also our Stephenville campus. When you take a look here, you're going to see this right here. And so I really want to point this out and kind of highlight this. If you go to this page at any given time, you're going to be able to navigate to events and activities that are coming up that you might want to be involved in. And you can see right here the date, the location, what the activity is. So just today, we are already running multiple activities today that a student could take a look at and say, hey, I want to go do that. Tonight, for example, is Tarleton's Homecoming Bonfire, one of the largest bonfires across the state of Texas. It is epic. And we'll have thousands of students, faculty, staff, and alumni out at that site watching that bonfire and taking those selfies. And just one more way to get involved. So this is a great resource to all of our students, being able to see the different experiences that they might consider attending, etc. One of the things that I want to point out is that Tarleton State University is a D1 institution, and we are a part of the Western Athletic Conference. And so attending athletic events is another great way to get involved. And many of our student organizations are spirit organizations that our students participate in order to share their spirit during those athletic activities. As you scroll down a little bit further on this page, student organizations is so rich in helping students gain the skills that they need post-graduation. Student organizations are an opportunity for our students to become leaders. We have over 225 student organizations, and the largest majority of those student organizations are based around specific fields of study, where our students come together with other people that have a passion and interest in those same fields of study. They gather together and they learn different things. They explore different things within that student organization, and they're gaining those skills that are related to their particular field of study. In addition to that, they're gaining leadership skills because all of those student organizations are run by students. So there are positions within the organization, a president, a vice president of finance, a vice president of membership, a risk management officer, an events and activities officer, all different positions. And as students get involved in those, they're learning those skills that they're going to need as a manager, as a leader within the organization that they're going to work in once they graduate. So this is a wonderful opportunity for people to begin gaining some of those skills and trying out different tactics so they know what works and what doesn't work once they graduate, and they're very, very successful. So how does a student find out what organization they might be interested in? How does a student find out how to get involved in a student organization? So, first, I'm going to click on the student organizations resources just so that you can see what's available out there. So right here, there's something called an RSO handbook. That stands for Recognized Student Organization Handbook. And then within here, it's sharing different resources so that students know what they might need in order to arrange for student travel for their organization, the benefits of being involved in a student organization, and how to run the different events that are offered throughout the academic year that their particular organization is going to oversee or be involved in. So there's that. But then this is the resource that I think I want all students to be so excited about. Text and Sync is our student involvement platform. So if you click on this, and you're a student at Tarleton, you're going to see something that looks a little bit like this. And this is, I'm logged in right now. So you're seeing what I would see on my home screen. And I want to point out a few things to you that are really special. One, when you click over on the hamburger links over there on the corner, you're going to see that there are different events. If you click on that event, very similar to that other page, you would have an opportunity in here to see upcoming events, and you can even tailor it and filter it. Like if you want to select a specific time frame, you can filter it right here with dates. If let's say you're an online student and you want to see what's coming up for online students, take a look right here, mental health first aid. This is a development program that's offered by our student counseling services for students. Imagine all of our students that actually intersect with mental health. You know, all of our health professions, all of our social work professions, all of our education professions. So many of our professions work closely with people with mental health and need to help and support and identify ways to ensure that the individuals that they're working with, the mental health is strong. So getting going through this particular training as a student in experience through student involvement and being able to put that on your resume, your LinkedIn, your e-portfolio, all of those things. What an opportunity. And this is available to all students, online students, Fort Worth students, Waco students. And it's just providing students with another toolkit that they can put in their arsenal that differentiates them from other individuals as they move forward in their careers. All right, I'm going to go back over here. So you know now how to filter events based on your interests, based on the dates that you're looking for. Um, we were just talking a minute ago about organizations and student organizations. How do you filter to find an organization that's right for you? So you click on that organizational link. And right here, you're going to have the ability to search all the student organizations that currently exist that you could be a part of, right? And let's say that you want to filter it. Let's say that you are really interested in fraternity and sorority life. You want to gain leadership skills. You want to take a look at student involvement. You will click on those things and you can see all sorts of different organizations that you can be a part of. There are also category filters. Let's say that you would like to look really closely at I won't do departmental events. Let's say that you want to look really closely at professional or career development experiences because that's what you're interested in pursuing. So then you're going to start finding different clubs and organizations that will support your career development and help you gain career readiness skills. So those are some of the ways that you can find an organization. But even more than that, these organizations currently exist. I also want to share with you that as a student, as a transfer student, as an adult learner, you have the ability to start a student organization at Tarleton State University. It takes very little to start a student organization, just a few people that are interested in coming together as a group. It can be as little as 3 students, and identify an advisor. And once you have within that small group or larger group, if you have a large interest, a couple of officer positions, a president and a risk management officer, you all will together create the vision and you'll work on, basically a few different elements that you need to establish the organization, how you all will move forward, how you will operate as the organization. And you're going to submit that information within this system in order to establish a student organization. You'll go through some training and get exposed to a little bit of information, and then you would be a recognized student organization. I share that with you because when I first started at Tarleton, one of the things that really struck me is we had a group of students. It was about 4 to 5 male students that lived on campus, and they in Stephenville, and they would gather around a box that was near Bender Hall, which is one of our older facilities. It's been around for a long, long time. And they would gather around a box that was there kind of in between two of the facilities, and they would meet and they would just talk. And they decided that they wanted to start that as a student organization. Those individuals established their student organization. They stayed small. That was what was important to them. And they became so close. They've graduated quite a few years ago. They are involved alum, but they are extremely close. They have maintained their friendship well past graduation, and all 4 of them are highly successful individuals that have networked for each other, supported each other, and come together to just thrive during their university experience and after their university experience. They didn't see exactly what they wanted, and so they formed it themselves and made it happen and built their experience, and Tarleton supports that process. I also want to share with you that this is a great way to connect with service experiences. What you do is click on that link within that left hamburger, and then you're going to see some different service experiences that you can sign up for, get involved in. And this might be something that you do on your own, or you gather together with other students that you all want to work together on a service experience, and go in, sign up, and get involved. This right here, as a matter of fact, is featuring our Special Olympics, that's down in the Rio Grande Valley. So lots of different opportunities for students. Before I leave Texan Sync, I would be remiss if I did not talk a little bit more about the Texan Trail transcript that I showed you a little bit earlier. The way that students activate or get to their Texan Trail transcript is they'll click on this little circle, and when they click on that, they're going to see a list of links. This is where students can enter in different things that they've done. They can enter in experiences, they can enter in service hours, all sorts of things. At the same time, as students check into different events and activities across campus, they check into a service experience, for example, most of those will automatically populate their text and control transcript without them doing any work at all. So it just automatically is going on to that text and trail transcript so that students are tracking that involvement, and each year they can look at it, or as it gets near to the time that they're graduating and they need to use this document in order to get in order to launch their future career, get into a master's program, or in order to share it, in order to keep a scholarship, all of those things, they can go in and just access it during that time frame. The text and trail transcript, if you click on it, you're going to see what mine looks like a little bit. But when you go on there, you have the ability to edit it. So right here, you can click this change layout, and then you can move different elements around, update different elements, hide different elements. So there are so many things that you can do to customize your transcript based on your particular needs. In addition to that, the other thing that I want to point out to you are the pathways. So we talked a little bit earlier about developing marketable skills. And as you get involved on campus, you're generating or developing or creating skills, gaining knowledge, skills, and abilities. Those things are going to help you be career ready, help you in life, within your work career and even outside of your work career. And so, in order to gain specific marketable skills that our employers have identified are important marketable skills that they want to see in college graduates before they hire them. We've asked employers, we've done research in order to determine what marketable skills are important, and we created pathways so that students can work on those pathways by attending specific events and activities and experiences that will help them gain those particular skills and be able to demonstrate those on their pathway. So if you look here, these are the particular marketable skills that are currently identified. And networking is one of the ones that is so important that our career, um, the different organizations, companies that are looking for candidates, graduates. This is one of the things that they've identified is very important amongst those graduating seniors. So networking to gain those marketable skills, like some of these that are listed in this area, what students will do is they can go in, and this is showing you my progress, which I'm, not a student anymore. But anyway, it shows you that I've attended things that would help me on the pathway. But if you look in here, what you're going to see are the different ways that you can start gaining the skills to be able to demonstrate that you have the networking marketable skill on your Texan Trail transcript. So, one of the things is to join a registered student organization or be a part of a group or a team or a part of an athletic team. Then attend social events, attend 3 events that are identified as being a social event, at the institution. So this is just an example for you to see what one of the marketable skill pathways looks like within Texan Sync. All right, I'm going to go back over here now. So you're starting to really find ways that you can get involved at Tarleton State University. One of the things that I want to share with you is outside of typical student organizations, many of our opportunities are, you know, small things that are related to careers or fields of study. One of the things that was very recently formed, and it's because there was a strong need within our community, was an American Red Cross, a student group for American Red Cross. We did not have an active Red Cross group within Erath County. And so there was a need that was identified, and a faculty member and students came together and formed a group for American Red Cross in order to better serve the needs of the community. And those students are gaining those skills, and they're very complementary to what they're hoping to do with their life after graduation. So they're able, again, to put that on their resume, their e portfolio, all of those types of things. So if you take a look, there are a lot of resources that you can get involved in if you'll just scroll around, check it out. And what I really want to kind of leave you with is reach out to the Division of Student Engagement and Success, ask questions, let us help you get connected, let us help you stay involved, and let us help support your overall well being while you're a student at Tarleton so that you're successful. And ask those questions so that we can help you find a way to plug in to the things that you're passionate about, the things that you're interested in, the things that are going to support your goals, your aspirations, so that upon graduation, you have the skills that you want and need so that you can be successful. There are so many opportunities, and we're here to help you. Thank you.